All right, music fans, welcome back. It is the Real Music Observer. I'm Dave. I'm observing real music in real time for real people, just like you right there, and just like me. Don't forget to check out Patreon. There's a link here on YouTube. I'm only asking for $1 a month. That's it. If you can do $1 a month, if I can get half the subscribers or even 1/4 of the subscribers to give at least $1 a month, then this channel will be healthy and doing well, at least for the foreseeable future. I got a letter a couple days back from YouTube. I have not gotten any kind of an apology letter or a whoops, we made a mistake letter. So I assume that this channel might be financially turned off on February 20th until I hear otherwise. So your support helps me and my family, of course, and I'm only asking for $1. I could do one of those, hey man, less than a cup of coffee, and that's only in a month, okay? So $1 a month, I don't know what you can get for $1 a month, but you can get me for $1 a month. Wow, that's a great value. All right, so let's move forward here. Don Henley, kind of in the news again. I got this off the ultimateclassicrock.com website, which here's the thing about me in politics. I really hate it. I hate it because it's divisive and people inject it into everything. And you just can't, I can't have a conversation with any, friend or neighbor anymore without us somehow getting to a political point in that conversation. And I think this next story has a political edge to it. Last year, all right, this hotel about 1,000 miles south of San Diego, all right, which originally was called Hotel California back in 1950, and their name has flipped and flopped and changed, and the owners changed it back, and I think they saw an opportunity to kind of dovetail with this whole dark desert highway, cool wind in my hair, motif. By the way, I'm wondering if Don Felder, who wrote the song, was part of this lawsuit that was filed against the hotel. My guess is Don Felder probably didn't give a rat's patootie about this, and I don't think Joe Walsh or Tim Schmidt really cared a whole lot that the hotel was kind of piggybacking off of the sort of the Hotel California mystique. Okay, here's a hotel in Baja California. All right, so it's hey, why not? Mexico, look. Here's an impoverished country, dare I say third world, and American tourists are probably going to this hotel, putting their money into the Mexican economy, helping Mexico out, helping this area out, and Don Henley comes along and files a lawsuit. You can't use that name as a trademark, because they filed a trademark with the U.S. Patent Office. Was that going too far? Apparently they settled out of court, according to this article. And I'm wondering if they can keep the name because that isn't mentioned. The fact that they filed the patent, I guess, was the thing that just flew Don Henley into a panic. And he had to come back and, more or less shut this Hotel California thing down. Because, it's about, and he has to explain it again, well, it's about the dark underbelly of American excess. That's what the song is about. And by the way, these news guys that do interviews with Henley, every time they have to ask him, so what's Hotel California about? What's the song about? And he's answered it like 100 times. Now, his answer has changed a little bit over time, but, everything's a metaphor, word pictures. You can't just absorb the song lyrically to yourself and come up with your own interpretation of what it could mean. Back in the old days, this was some kind of satanic thing, which I never bought into, but a lot of the prudes and people that were looking for a reason to not like the song and to hate this band were just being stupid, okay? And now it's almost like, okay, can I just enjoy the song? Can I enjoy the guitar solo at the end? Can I enjoy the the time where Joe Walsh and Don Felder are dueling on guitar? Can I just enjoy that? Lyrically speaking, it's an interesting song, and most of us know most of the song by heart. And it's just kind of pathetic at this point with all of the wealth that Don Henley must have. You know, he must live in a fairly decent house and he must drive a decent car if he has to drive at all. I mean, there's probably a limo waiting for Mr. Henley when he wakes up if he wants one. And here we are talking about some hotel in Baja California, which is trying to sell their wares and their merchandise and just get out there and, you know, do a little bit of capitalism, which I think does help in the country that they're in. And, you know, they settled it out of court, or they settled it in court, I don't know. The point is the patent or the trademark won't be issued, and Don Henley can move on now feeling like he's accomplished something great, you know, not to tarnish the legacy of this band, which, look, should we take Don Henley at face value? Because after Glenn Fry passed away, he said, no, we're done. We're all done. And then Deacon comes along, and then they hire Vince Gill, and they just added a whole bunch of tour dates for 2018. So if you want to see the Eagles, break out that American Express card, that Citi MasterCard, and hopefully you got some room on there, because it ain't going to be cheap. You know what I'm saying? That's why maybe you should go see that tribute band up in Canada called Hotel California. I think they might. Wonder if they're upset about the hotel. Anyway, I'm Dave, and this is the Real Music Observer, and yeah, I'm venting. I'll be back with more real music in real time for real people, just like you, right there, and me, right here. See you then.